So the next topic I'm going to talk about is, yes, Rihanna. About the whole controversy surrounding her Fenty collection. The controversy surrounding her Fenty collection, how people are basically saying that her Fenty collection's prices are ridiculously high. Let me get my words out. Ridiculously high. And I've come to say, no, you don't. So as you know, Rihanna entered the industry in 2004 when she was 16. She was born in Barbados, you know, Robin Rihanna Fenty. We support her 100% in this household. This is a Bajan household. Don't tell my Jamaican father that, but yes. But we support her 100%. You know, she's done her music. She's done collaborations with other, you know, fashion lines, you know, Dior, whatever. You know, she had her, what was it? It was her Riri Roo. Her Riri Roo, you know, her mix, her lipstick that she did with MAC Cosmetics. And then, you know, she in 2017 launched her own cosmetic line, which is, as you know, Fenty Beauty. And she also had a collaboration that she did with Puma, which was Fenty Puma. That line, that was from, I believe, 2016 to 2018 or 2015 to 2017. I don't remember. But basically, it brought Puma back into fashion because, to be fair, before then, nobody was really rocking Puma like that. It was kind of dying out. I mean, you could still purchase the shoes and the tracksuits and everything, but it wasn't that popular. But then Rihanna, with her collaboration with Puma, she actually brought it back into popularity. People were literally going onto the website and purchasing the things she was creating, as well as purchasing other items that was also available. So it was a big thing because, you know, she's like a relatable figure, and I think because she's, you know, she's a millennial, you know, people who were born in the 1980s. So I think people could connect to that, and that is why people were purchasing the items. And she's also working on a skincare line as well. She's also launched 2 skincare products at the moment. One is a lip balm and one is a lip scrub, though I believe it's under the Fenty Beauty line. However, I still class that as skincare because if your lips are looking crusty, I'm sorry, but nah, because how you gonna have your face looking all nice and then your lips are looking crusty and shit? So yeah, lip balm and lip scrub, you need them in your friggin' life. So she's doing a whole load of things right now. And now she is the first woman in history to have been able to oversee her own house with LVMH. You know, LVMH is a massive organization and there's loads of houses in it. But Rihanna, her one is unique because she's the first black woman to be given her own house, as well as the first woman since the 1980s. Well, the first person to be given her own house since the 1980s. Rihanna is not just the face of Fenty, but she's the CEO, she's the founder, and she's one of the, you know, the designers of, you know, of the clothes, the sunglasses, the caps, literally everything. You know, she's even got heels. So, you know. And I absolutely loved the fact that when she did her interview with Vogue, some of the pictures you could see, like the background pictures of when she launched the Fenty website. This was a couple of weeks ago. I absolutely loved the fact that she put in a background images of Barbados. So I believe there was one of Bridgetown and one in the area where she used to live in Barbados, you know, in St. Michael. So seeing that was just like, she is literally infusing her company with what she knows, you know, Barbados. Rihanna also in her interview with Vogue said that her latest fashion collection, because she's only dropping one fashion collection a month, so it's going to be completely unique. There's going to be no runway, there's going to be no runways or anything like that. It's going to be basically you get the clothes launched for 1 month, and then once those are sold out, then you get something different the next month. It's like completely different. So basically, she says she was inspired by the 1960s Black is Beautiful movement, as well as there's this photographer called Kwame Braithwaite, and he's also from Barbados. And it's just like, as soon as I heard that name Braithwaite, even before I found out he was from Barbados, I assumed he was from Barbados, because you can't get away from that Russell name Braithwaite. Every single where you go, Braithwaite. They're in every single parish in Barbados. That name Braithwaite is so freaking popular over there. Seriously, honestly, I don't tell you no lie. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. That name Braithwaite is so freaking popular. But you see, this is what I'm saying. I'm loving that she's infusing blackness into this line, as well as Barbados into this line. She has not ever in her career forgotten where she came from, and that is why I appreciate Rihanna, because she never forgets Barbados. So let's get to the controversy. Basically, people are saying that her Fenty line is too expensive. Like, her Fenty collection is too expensive. And I've seen the prices, and they are, some of the sunglasses are between $350 to, you know, like the highest one I saw, I believe, was like $460. And yes, it's pricey. It's out of my price range. But at the end of the day, it was like, you have to understand, houses under the LVMH fashion house, they are luxury lines. So basically, not everybody can have them. And also, they're not designed to be targeted towards the mainstream audience. They're basically for rich pockets, you know. So for people to sit there and bitch and moan and say that they're too expensive, they're not really for the average consumer. Would you look at these prices? Burberry's hat's coming up to $260. Then Gucci's coming up to $310. Prada is $340. See, $340. Mirror ass. And then we have Balmain at $495. And I don't understand why people are criticizing her, but nobody has anything to say about Gucci doing this, or, you know, Gucci, Balmain, Burberry, all these other fashion houses that under LVMH are very expensive. They're actually 10 times more expensive. They're actually more expensive than Rihanna's line. She said that she wanted to make the prices a little bit lower compared to Gucci and all of that, but not to compromise on quality. So she couldn't make them that much lower, but her product line is cheaper compared to Gucci, okay? And it's cheaper compared to these other fashion houses. So I think people are being very... Nobody has a problem purchasing items from say Gucci or Burberry or all these other, or Dior, or all these other clothing lines who also do perfume and all this kind of stuff. Nobody has a problem with that. But when it comes to a black woman, the first black woman in history to have their own house under LVMH, and especially the first person since the 1980s to have been allowed to launch a house, you don't see the magnitude of that. You want to sit there bitching and moaning about it instead, which is really ridiculous. But yet you lot are the same ones who are sitting there praising Kylie Jenner, Kylie Dotty Neck Gal Jenner. Honestly, it boggles the mind how you praise white women to death, but when it comes to a black person, you can't even show them the same consideration. Like, are you okay? The amount of black people in the shade room I see dragging Rihanna for filth, saying that her Fenty line is too expensive, is ridiculous. And even people on Twitter and people on Instagram saying, oh, Her line is way too expensive. It's too pricey, but it's a luxury. Okay, so luxury basically means it's not meant to be for everybody. Okay, it's luxury. It means if you can afford it, great. If you can't, then we have, like, I have other stuff for you. Rihanna's still doing her perfumes. She's still doing Fenty Beauty. She's got Savage Fenty. In fact, some more lingerie and everything is dropping on Fenty Beauty tomorrow. So you're gonna get some new Savage Fenty lingerie tomorrow, June 1st. What more could you want? But instead you want to be bitching and moaning, saying that it's too expensive, like she's not been giving you things that are a hell of a lot. Now she's saying she wants to do something for herself. She wants to create things that are expensive, cater towards people who are in her own circle. And to be fair, it's going good, because I've actually seen on Twitter today that quite a lot of her stuff that she put on the website are actually selling out. You know, they actually are selling out. So I mean, when did it launch? I think it was 2 days ago. And you see, selling out already. So clearly people are buying it. People who can afford these things are purchasing these things. So I'm going to need y'all to stop with the nonsense, please. Stop saying that she needs to reduce her price. No, she doesn't need to reduce her prices. What you need to do is you need to be supporting her in other areas. If you can't afford her Fenty collection, then she has Fenty Beauty. She has Savage Fenty. Okay, she has perfumes out there. You can go purchase those. So I'm expecting her to have to dull her shine so that you can shine bright. Because it's always this same negative energy whenever it comes to a black woman who's on the rise. Oh no, she can't reach to those levels. She can't have a luxury line. She needs to make it so it's affordable for me. And why should she? She's made plenty of stuff that's affordable for us, and she's still doing that. Yeah, she recently just launched Fenty Beauty into Boots here in the UK. So currently it's only available in select stores across the UK in Boots, but I presume once she knows how successful it is, she'll probably like put it in all the stores, which I'm hoping for, because currently there's no store here in Birmingham, no Boots store here in Birmingham that stocks Fenty Beauty, so I'd have to order offline. But I don't mind doing that because, you know, I've been wanting some Fenty Beauty for ages. Honestly, ages. Because her stunning lip paints are just, yo, that colour is so freaking rich. But yes, to end this video, let Rihanna do her thing, man. Let Rihanna do her thing, because every time, it's like literally every time a black woman does too much, someone has to try and knock her back down and say, you know what, you can't rise too high. I don't want you to rise too high. I want you to stay in the same level as me. And that's what she has been doing. But let her get her shine, man. Let her do her thing, man. Let her bleed these white people dry if that's what she wants to do. And it's also funny how people are saying that these things are not affordable for the average consumer. It's like you kind of saying that black people can't afford her things either. And trust me, there are plenty of black people who can afford her things. And trust me, I know for a fact they are buying them. But I seen this same thing happening last year when Savage Fenty was launched last year. A lot of the people were criticising the line, saying they didn't like it, and a lot of people are saying they're not liking a lot of the items on Fenty. But at the end of the day, they're selling out. And this is what's happening with Savage Fenty as well. A lot of the items are also selling out. So there's always going to be a market for everybody. So, you know, you just fit in whatever market you can fit in, and that is basically what it is. So let Rihanna, like I said, let Rihanna do her thing, you know. Stop criticising her. You rascals better leave her alone. Please. Leave her alone. Let her do her thing, Rihanna. We support you 100%. Because Rihanna is doing it big for Barbados right now. So that's it. Rihanna, continue to do your thing. Continue to rise. Black women all day, every day. You understand? Bye.
Everybody say yeah.
Yeah.